Hi, friends. I wanted to talk about something that's been coming up a lot recently, and especially in how others describe my services when they're introducing me to someone else. So that's always a really interesting, little bit of time, right? Hearing someone else, introduce you and understanding how you're, being represented out in the world. And what I've been hearing and what's been reflected back to me often is that I'm a wealth advisor with the heart of a coach. And that looks different from what's out in the world right now, especially when it comes to working with entrepreneurs and business owners. There really is a divide between, I can help you make more profit in your business. I can help you create more revenue more sustainably. I can help you, corral your finances. And then it's like there's this like wall and divide where, okay, now your personal finances, how you take the profit out of the business and actually grow your personal wealth, how you tax plan, how you, put all the pieces together to make sure you have a comprehensive, picture. Those two things right now do not really exist together. It's like you can get a coach to help you with the mindset of sales and revenue and all of that. And then that person is separate from the financial advisor that's like doing the data entry and creating, the strategic plan and then doing the investment management, all of that. And what I've found in working with business owners and entrepreneurs, especially, is that when you separate everything that much, when you start to silo everything in that way, things don't get done. The dots don't get connected. So you might be like figuring out, how to increase your sales and how to build your revenue and how to take profit in your business, or create profit in your business. But then like, what do you do with it? Right. Okay. Now it's like the cash is piling up in there and I don't know what to do with it. And now I have to, pay all these taxes and I don't know why. And the money's still in the bank and I didn't actually take, like, what's going on, right? So, all right, cool. Yeah, so you've got the revenue going, you've got the profit going. And then over here, you've got people telling you you need life insurance, you need disability insurance, you need key person insurance, you need estate planning, you need an IRA. And then there's no one like bridging the gap to help you actually know how to, connect those dots and how to see the picture in one beautiful puzzle. And that when I started working with entrepreneurs, that was so obvious to me. And I'll give you the story of why. It's because we would get these, in the firm that I worked at before, we would get business owners in. They would tell us, I make this much money. We would try to, mine some more details about the business and what was going on. And, it was like there was just this wall, this energetic wall of like, I'm taking this much income and that's what we can plan for. So here's the income that I get. Let's, what IRA do we fund? How do we do tax planning around that? And there was just like not the ability or not the openness to explore what's going on in the business and how we can make even better decisions, how we can support that CEO business owner even more fully. Like, oh, what are your choices for retirement plans? It depends. It depends on the structure of your business. It depends on how you're taking income. It depends on if you have employees and if they're W-2 or if they're contractors. All of those pieces of the puzzle, we have to know, or I do. I have to know what's going on in order to make the most accurate, appropriate recommendations. And then even besides like just, okay, if I'm going to be my fiduciary self and like help you make the right decisions, help you curate your choices so that you can make good decisions, I have to have that information. But even more than that, once you start digging, you start to see, some of those fears and resistances and blocks coming up. And it's not just about, hey, what's the revenue that's coming in? All of a sudden it's like, hey, revenue stopped. Oh, we're having a really tough month. Oh, we're having, this is happening or that's happening. And that business owner doesn't necessarily know that they have someone, or they don't necessarily have someone to turn to, who can help them identify those issues, right? And get the revenue flowing again, and figure out how to position their profit, and figure out if they're able to hire someone new, right? Like all of those things, they're like trying to do all that on their own. Instead, when I come to the table with all of this, with my approach of let's look at everything, let's dump out the entire puzzle. These business owners, they don't have 100-piece puzzle, they have 1,000-piece puzzle. We need to dump it all out. And then we need to flip all the pieces over so that we can see what, all the different colors in the puzzle. And then we start to sort it. And then we, start to actually align our puzzle, find the corners, find the edge pieces, right? Start putting it all together. And so we can see the full picture, all about the business and all about the personal. And then make decisions that actually make sense for the entire picture, right? And I think the part that feels the most, when my clients say, like that support that they feel, and the coaching aspect that they feel through that, it really is a matter of, like the data and the numbers and the charts and the graphs are great, and they're necessary for what I do, and they're, important in helping us make decisions. But the data and the charts and the graphs only matter to a certain degree, and how a client feels about the data and the charts and the graphs is hugely important. I could show two different people the same charts and graphs, and one could be elated and one could be distraught, right? And so we have to deal with that in a different way. It really does matter what your emotions are, and what you feel, and what you take from a conversation when we're looking at the data. So the decisions that come out of those meetings are all based on, what are the facts and what are the feelings? Like those have to go together, and we have to honor all of it so that we're making the right decisions, or that my clients truly are making the right decisions for themselves. And I have to understand all of that even with the exact same facts and figures, two different people are going to have two different reactions. And that's where that coaching aspect comes in. That's where that, treating every client as an individual, because their situation is different from anyone else's, and really honing in on what that client needs. So yeah, that's the difference. And I just wanted to share that today and say that it is such a beautiful, such a beautiful distinction, that I'm just like really enjoying getting to know my clients in that way, and getting clients who are open to that sort of collaboration, and that sort of, really being open and vulnerable, and sharing their heart with me, and sharing what they most deeply desire for their personal life, for their business, for the life, the things they want to do, the people they want to help, the things they want to have. All of that is so beautiful, and it like lights me up in such a huge way to see people accomplishing their goals and helping more people in the world. So yeah, that's it. That's me. That's my heart. And thank you for, following along. And if that's something that resonates with you, that you want that holistic, we are going to plan for stuff, and we're going to use data, and we're going to use the facts, but you know what? We are going to also address how you feel about what's going on in your business and what's going on, in your personal finances. And we're going to actually honor and understand those feelings that are coming up and what's stopping you from making those good decisions that you want to make, from creating the wealth and the beautiful business and all of that you want to create in the world. If that sounds like what you need right now, send me a DM. I would love to talk to you. And all of that information is in the link tree in my bio, or you can find me here on LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook. I am all over the place, so you can find me. I would love to talk to you. I hope you're having a good week.